Hello, this is Erin with the Joy in Pens and Paper, and I have a package from Birmingham Pen Company. Inside the box, I did open the box thinking I could take the invoice out. When I opened it, the first thing that I saw is this beautiful envelope with the absolutely gorgeous copper foiling or foil here. And inside is their postcard, which I love this postcard. And then a little pamphlet flyer from Nick and Josh, just kind of expressing their appreciation for your purchase and that their goal is to give you a high quality product. So that is the card. I think the invoice is on the bottom of the box. So the box is over here. So I'm going to put this to the side. Below that is just some paper packaging. And yes, I do see the invoice. So I have 5 inks here. Let me just move that box to the side. I love this packaging. Not only is it eco-friendly, but it is actually almost soft, and it just gives this really gorgeous rustic look. So I appreciate that packaging. The boxes should all be the same. That's been my experience in the past with Birmingham Pen Company inks. And they are white boxes. They have a sticker with the name, and then they have this same foiling on the box. So the inks, some dust. So the inks that I got are Megalodon, which I love the name of that, Timber Frame, Plowman's Pebble, Chicken Coop, which this is the reason I placed this order. I saw a ink swap. I think it was Dandelion Diaries. And she had Chicken Coop as one of her currently inked. Did I say ink swap? I saw a currently inked video. Chicken Coop was one of the inks. It caught my eye, and I could not help myself but to go and place an order. And then finally, Salt Marsh. I also had Plowman's Pebble on my radar, and then some of the other colors just seem to really fit the vibe of inks that I'm really loving these days. And the colors just really stood out to me. So we are going to get swatching in my Galen Leather Co. Everyday Notebook. Here is the bottle. I love they've got the cursive, then the print, 30 mils, manufactured and bottled by hand. This is a Keystone formula. They have Keystone and Wishy Washy and something else, which if I can think about it, I'll say it. If not, and you know it, leave it in the comments. But yes. And then I also will have off to the side my Waringal swatch book that I received in a Ink Flight subscription box. And I know that there's been some samples recently that I have been remiss in swatching, so I'm going to have to go through and figure that out. When I realized that I did that, it has started to drive me nuts, so I know I need to fix that. For tools, I have a Kakimori Brass nib dip pen. I'll be using a just white t-shirt to absorb any of the moisture, and then I have a mason jar of water right here, which you might see a little bit of the shadow of. Okay, so let's get into swatching. Let's make sure everything, got a little, you can't even see it. Fantastic. I did a little ink drop. Okay. Now, I might also show you what the water jar looks like when I rinse. I should not have done that. I should have let you see my swatch first, but I figured I want to give that time to dry. So this is Birmingham Pen Co. And I realized I did not put a little page guide behind here. So let's hope I can keep everything in a straight line. And I'm just going to draw some lines over here with the Kakimori brass nib pen. You probably know this, but in the event that you don't, the way that you hold the pen, the angle is going to change the thickness of the line. Here's what the water looks like. And I'm just going to put it right there because I realized on here, and so you can see what that looks like, I still need to write the name. Make sure that that's nice and rinsed. There we go. Okay, so that is the first ink. All right, next up we will do timber frame. Now, this might be a little bit lengthier of a swatch video because I am doing just what I want to do and what brings me joy. I find swatching videos to be calming and therapeutic. Ooh, that's lovely. I bet you this is going to have some of that highlighter color that you might get to see come off when I rinse it. I recently had Kenshin Crafts leave a comment on one of my videos complimenting my cursive, which just made my day. So again, thank you. I think it's so important for us to compliment each other. I attended a conference today and for the field that I work in, which is applied behavior analysis. And we talked about, I went to a talk on 3 forms of reinforcement that will never get old. And by the way, cost nothing. And it's acceptance, appreciation, and acceptance, appreciation, and approval. And goodness, is that true? No one is going to turn down a compliment. And I know for me, sometimes my brain switches compliments. That got a little brighter. So I might hear a compliment and my brain will say, they didn't really mean that. They said that because they had to. But the really cool thing about having this channel is people don't say things because they have to. So if I get a compliment, I do really believe that it's true. Conversely, if I get critique, I do really believe that it's true. All right, next is Plowman's Pebble. Now these will all be kind of earthy tones. Yes, it's exactly what I wanted. I would love to see, I have a Birmingham Pen Company Sandstone, which was originally gifted by a viewer. And at the time that I got the sample, I loved it. So I went on the website and it was sold out. So I set an alert for when they restocked. And when they restocked, I just went ahead and got the bottle. So this is Plowman's Pebble. I'm going to say I'm actually really impressed that I'm writing all of this while talking. So I'd like to see this ink next to Sandstone because I think they might be very similar. This might be slightly lighter. Apologies if that shakes the camera. Oh, it's got this little lightness right there. And look at that. That did not change the water a whole lot, but look how bright that is. That is a quite a highlighter color. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. Love my choices so far. All right, so Chicken Coop. Again, this is the ink that I wanted that prompted the order. And I am certainly one that will hit a free shipping milestone. If it's an option and it's attainable, I will try to hit it. Galen Leather has a $250 limit or threshold for free shipping, and that is not one that I'm going to hit. Look at this beautiful color. Now this is one, if I want to talk about colors to compare, I would love to see this next to Diamond Brandy Snap. My guess is this is a little more orange in the swatch than Brandy Snap, but I think that in the writing, it's probably pretty similar. So, as I just shared a little bit about that conference, what is something that you are appreciating today? Fountain pen related, life related, personal, professional, but what is something that you are appreciating? I certainly am appreciating that I went to this conference today, but more so, I'm appreciating the the conference didn't really have a lunch break built in, so I did a late afternoon. It's not a very saturated ink. Interesting. I did a very late afternoon lunch with the colleagues that I went with, and despite there being quite the variety of time that we've all worked with each other in different capacities, it was a really easy conversation, and we talked about things that really could have been polarizing, but we were very respectful in our conversations and took time to appreciate each other's experiences and perspectives. And it just was a really nice lunch, and it made me greatly appreciate the people that I work with and the work that I do. And I think that's, for me, it's encouraging me to want to really do better, or as much better as I can. Oh, I love this. Ooh, so thinking about sandstone, which I mentioned, and as this dried, this got a little on the pinky side. This also might be something worth comparing with sandstone. And Diamine and Cult pens, Coliseum maybe, is another one that's coming to mind. All right. And I know that I keep writing Birmingham Pen Co, but it's giving me the opportunity to write with new ink, and that brings me joy. I had a viewer relatively early on in my channel comment that the way that I do my R's with a little loop, their daughter had been working on learning cursive at school and had looped her R, and the teacher gave some corrective feedback on that. So in the event, Eve, you're watching this, keep looping your R's. I am a teacher technically as well. I'm giving you permission. I might have to re-dip this, maybe not. I can get these last few letters in. Salt marsh. There we go. Oh, I love that. I love that. That dried, and it's a little different than how it was. Okay. Ooh. Oh, just a teeny tiny smudge. That's not bad. Okay. So these are my 5 new inks from Birmingham Pen Co. I will say the first time that I ordered from them, I waited 3 or 4 weeks and I actually reached out and sent an email just kind of inquiring where my order was. And I then received a notification that it had been shipped. The next time I ordered, I knew that it was going to take probably about 3 weeks. So I waited the 3 weeks and then I got the shipping notification. That was all good. This one I ordered, I want to say last Friday, and it's Thursday and it has arrived. So there's been some really positive changes there. However, I will just say I understand they are a small business. Their hands can only do so much. So I'm okay with waiting for really good quality items. But this is a really lovely color palette right here. I am loving everything about this. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this was calming for you or interesting to you. And minimally, I hope it brought you joy. So, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye.